Can I ask you a really hard question? Because you're going through something, but you said something that's a trigger point for me, and I just have to be honest. Is that, and maybe you didn't intend it this way, but here's the thing: is that God gave you things. He gave you cancer. He gave you this stuff. Do you believe that God's intentional? Is there intentionality in Him saying, "I'm going to put chicken wire in your brain, and you know what? You're going to have a lot of fucked up ramifications from here on out"?
Yeah, that's a really, really big question. And it's really, really hard to answer because I do believe that when you first hear about this, the whole, your body just revolts and says, God doesn't know what he's doing. This is a complete mistake. This is horrible. And when I was actually when I was in the hospital the first time, my sister sent me this article by John Piper. John Piper is an extremely evangelical right, as far as right side as you can go. Whenever I say the word John Piper, people roll their eyes. But nevertheless, he wrote a book. He had prostate cancer and wrote a book. This is what he said in the book. This tumor was specifically designed for me by God. You will waste your cancer if you do not believe it is designed for you by God. It will not do to say that God only uses our cancer, but does not design it. What God permits, he permits for a reason. And that reason is his design. If God foresees molecular developments becoming cancer, he can stop it or not. If he does not, he has a purpose. Since he is infinitely wise, it is right to call this purpose a design. If you don't believe your cancer is designed for you by God, you will waste it. And so I'll back that up and say, in my specific story, that is 100% true. Mm-hmm. But then I look at other people's stories and I go, where's the proof that this was supposed to happen? You know, and sometimes you just can't find it. So it's a tough question to answer.
Well, and I wouldn't. People have their different ways of dealing with crisis in their life, and especially health crisis. And I don't deal with anything like cancer. But my daughter was born with a massive, and before she even was born and out of the womb, she'd suffered a massive brain hemorrhage, cerebral palsy, touch and go for 6 months. And many of our friends and people that would reach out from former churches I was at or whatever used to say to me all the time, and it just grinds me, is that God did this for a reason. He's testing you. Okay? Yeah. So, and then he's saying, that, what was the third platitude that would drive me crazy? Just like, did it for a reason. He's testing you. He's testing your faith, meaning me personally, by inflicting my daughter with something that's debilitating. And I thought, that God.
No joke.
I hate that God.
No joke.
I can't do that God anymore. Yeah. No more. I can't do that. So it shifted in that, but that put me in a fight or flight thing, which I think was very beneficial. And I think how individual people wrap themselves around how do you get through the next day and the next day and the next day. There's no right or wrong for that.
No, not at all. And I if somebody is so dead set from the beginning and has no questions and has no theories, like I worry about them. Like it's the people who think, is this the type of God I serve? Is this who God says he is? Those are the people who you can trust because they're actually asking legitimate questions.
Right.
And I believe that there is a legitimate God who can answer them, but sometimes he doesn't answer it when you ask the first time, If anybody is so set on this is the only way it can happen, like run. Right. Because people don't. I say people don't understand God. The Pope doesn't understand God. Franklin Graham doesn't understand God. He is a mysterious God, and he likes to be mysterious, and he likes to put us in mysterious positions because he's not predictable. And I just had to come to grips with the fact that I didn't ask for any of this. But now where I'm at, I didn't ask for any of this, but now I'm the happiest I've ever been.